My name's Lucy Taylor and I'm a Senior Lecturer in the Department of International Politics here at Aberystwyth. I think my favourite module to teach is a module I'm going to be teaching next year called Contemporary Latin America. And I really love teaching this because students have a lot of stereotypes in their minds about Latin America. But I pull all those apart, and it's great to see people begin to think in really complex ways about Latin America. For example, we talk about problems of corruption, but not just as a kind of, the corruption is about bad guys. We look at the actually sociological, political, economic roots of the systems of corruption. So that really helps students to see, pardon me, it helps them to see something like corruption as a much more complex phenomenon. Similarly, we talk about topics that they never usually talk about. For example, Indigenous politics is a key issue. And we also talk about, for example, the drugs trade and the way that the phenomenon of drugs really shapes politics in Latin America. We run a number of degree schemes in the department, some of which focus on politics, sort of domestic, what goes on inside nation states, and some of which are more sort of international in their focus. And my module actually fits both of those. We look at both international issues like drugs, like migration, like international political economy and transnational companies. But we also focus on domestic politics as well, looking at things like, as I said, corruption, but also democracy, human rights within states, and that kind of thing. I've always been researching on Latin America. I did my PhD many moons ago on social movements and democracy in Latin America. Since then, I've done more sort of international work. But yes, I mean, I keep my eye very much on what's happening in Latin America, and I attend conferences on Latin America. So yeah. Um, I really enjoy my work here in the Department of International Politics. And one of the things I think that makes it really special is that actually the department is a real community, I think, of scholarship. I really enjoy the fact that we're all in Aberystwyth together. I see my students out and about, and they see me out and about, and we see one another as people. Often there's a sort of a divide between staff and students, but here I think there's much more of a community, and I'd like to do that all over again.